Hey folks, happy you're welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching. In this episode I'm going to continue the RF900 engine swap. I needed some help. Now the old engine is at the car and the kinda new engine is here. Now I'm gonna try to use the same method to put it back because I took it out. So I'm gonna slide it on the other side, put underneath the car jack and lift up first the first pivot point to be able to put in the bolts, and after move it on the top and put back the upper one. Wish me luck. Finally the engine is in, but it was a really huge struggle. What could go wrong? Everything did go wrong. My jack been damaged, the rear wheel got damaged, I forgot to hook up the chain, so yeah, it was kind of nightmare. So but luckily it's in. Let's give a little bit of excitement, and now I just gonna torque down the bolts. I have to check the torque specs, and when then it's done, I gonna try to open up the front sprocket to be able to put on the chain, and then put back everything as it was. I did start to put back a few things already to do not get in the way. Now I did put back the brackets from both sides and put back the cover temporarily to have a little bit more place. And as you can see, the oil is dripping out, so I still have to take out the spark plugs because they are loaded with oil, so it's gonna make a huge mess probably. But what is funny, the bike is from 96, and when I got the engine they told me it's probably from 94, but this engine has 5,000 higher serial number what was in the bike. So either way, maybe the bike has been replaced in engines already, or it's not from 94 but maybe for a newer model. I'm going to try to find some evidence about the serial numbers marking, because then maybe it has some different specs than the 96 engine. But yeah, and now I'm gonna go further with the electric parts and then hook up the carbs for test start. Hopefully it's gonna start up and run nicely. Probably it's gonna make a lot of smokes because of the oil in the system. So let's continue. So now the electric cables are hooked up, everything. The dashboard is on. I did remove the spark plugs. I'm gonna try to turn the engine over. Of course I have to put some towel here just in case to not shut out the oil again. So it's gonna be exciting. Hopefully these papers gonna be enough if I put some weight on them. So let's see. Oh, it was alright. It seems it had much more oil in it what I thought, and maybe I should rotate it by hand because it's gonna make a huge split again. So that's what I'm gonna do. Now I have to wash the bike all over again. I did turn over a few times, and now even it's spinning with the starter, and now it should be clean out all the oil, so I can put back the spark plugs, put back the carburetor, and then go on. The carb is on the way back, and as you can see there is a little crack. I don't know how much it's visible on both sides, and unfortunately this is factory thing, so I have to order it. So it's not going to be done now, but for the trial run it's going to be okay. Unfortunately I have some problem with the carbs. They not want to go in. Probably the rubbers are a little bit shrinked over time, so I'm just going to put back the exhaust and reveal the coolant system and gonna deal with later. Finally the exhaust is on. Now I'm gonna move at the cooling system. First I'm gonna use this distillated water, which is clean. So because the engine was standing for a while, with this one I just gonna flash it. So yeah, getting closer to get her back in one piece again. Really exciting. Let's do it. The system is complete. I hooked up everything. Now I'm just gonna fill up with some water and just gonna spin over the engine to be sure it's gonna rotate. And later when it's gonna start up, of course, it's gonna bleed the system. And then later put in the normal coolant for the winter time. Luckily the chain is back already. I had to take out the rear wheel. And yeah, I just noticed this bike needs really good cleaning. It's dirty everywhere. So now this one is done, I can put back the clutch cover. I'm gonna tie back the chain and fix the rear end, and then we'll see what else I can do yet. So the rear wheel is tight now. I adjusted the chain tension, and yeah, that's it for now. I just stop now. So that's it for this episode, guys. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, see you in the next one. Bye bye.